Hello guys, it's Jabmaster Flash. How are you all doing today? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Welcome to Abu Dhabi. It is wet, it is raining. Surprised I was raining in Abu Dhabi considering it is in the Middle East. However, it does rain and it can rain quite a lot in fact. So, this is 5 laps on the wet race setup at the end. As always, you know how it goes. So, Abu Dhabi. Never, ever, ever been a good circuit for me. It really hasn't. I think my best ever around here was P4 in a league race. But the last 2 or 3 times I've raced at Abu Dhabi, I have been annihilated. Story of my racing career in F1 2021, to be fair. Just get annihilated all the time, which ain't great. Ain't great at all. So, what to do with the setup? Abu Dhabi is a lot like Australia. Take out the 2 long straights and it's pretty similar. It's a mixture. So what do? Do you prioritize straight line speed or do you prioritize corners? So I prioritized, because there's a lot of 90-degree corners, I prioritized downforce over straight line speed. Yes, you'll get annihilated at the long straight in turn 1 or in sector 1, but what you will gain back in sector 2 and 3 will extremely help. You can run low downforce here, yet you have to have a high ride height. It's really difficult circuit to get right. I find it's a really difficult circuit to get right, and I've said many times before, I'm not a genius when it comes to setup. I'm not somebody that knows everything when it comes to setup, and I'm not even the quickest racer. I know a little bit about a little bit, and that's that, and I will give you my honest view, give you my setup, and if it works for you, it works for you. So I went with the typical 11-11 wing setup. Even in the dry conditions, I run 10-11. So that's that. It's very difficult. Curbs make it a very difficult circuit. Traction zones as well also make it very, very difficult. It's coming out of the hairpin at I think it's a turn 3 maybe, or turn 4, turn 5. Anyway, whatever turn it is, at the beginning of this long straight. Right here is a difficult traction zone coming out of here in the dry, let alone in the wet. And like I've said many times before, wet weather racing is all about being as gentle as humanly possible on the throttle in order for the car or for the rear wheels not to spin up, and hopefully don't miss apexes. But yeah, there's another difficult traction zone right here. It is all, there are, Abu Dhabi is one of the worst circuits for traction zones. It's just unreal. It really is. There's another difficult one coming up here, and then out of this left-hander right here is another difficult one, and then again, a lot of people like to cut this curb on the right-hand side, and that is also a difficult one. And yet again, on this right-hander right here, an absolute really difficult traction zone, and that is all in the dry. And in the wet, it is extremely difficult. So I set the fastest lap of a 150.2, and Charles Leclerc comes across and does a 50.205. There was plenty of time in this setup. You'll see if you carry on watching till the end. I lost out on the fastest lap on the last lap because of a little slide that I had to catch, and again it goes back to difficult traction zones. You'll see though the car, there you go, the car squirm, and again that's just simply me being too eager on the loud pedal. But yeah, you really need to take care when driving this circuit in the dry, let alone the wet. This setup will help. Or and if I was to run a wet race here, wet races don't come along very often, to be fair, in the Middle East, but Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, but I've included the setups just in case, because you can get that odd one league race especially where it rains, where it hammers down. I've seen it rain in Abu Dhabi, I've seen it rain in Saudi Arabia, yet to see it rain in Bahrain, but there's wet setups for that if you so need them. But yeah, as you can see, I caught a massive slide there, which then sent me into a drift into these next two corners. And again, that's just traction and being too eager on the loud pedal. But as you can see, the average of a 50.1 lap time around here in the wet, which ain't great. It's going to make for a very, very long race. Similar lap times to Singapore in the wet. But as I've said, you know, if I was to have a wet race around here, this would be the setup I'd use. And I hope it helps. I really do. Guys, remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, wherever you are in the world today. Hope you're good, hope you're well. One more to come, and that'll be China, and then we'll be officially done with the setups for F2 cars, dry setups for F1 cars, and then wet setups for F1 cars. And then, hopefully, in a few short weeks, I think it's like 18 or 19 days, we'll get the new F1 2022, which I absolutely cannot wait for. Because not gonna lie, I'm just about done with F1 22, and that's simply because my racing season this year, apart from winning a title at WOR, it's been atrocious. It really has been bad. It really has. Guys, take care. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
victory here in Abu Dhabi and a massive confidence boost for the entire team, I'm sure. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack, and having that confidence gets you on the power early earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton secures the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Definitely Antonio Giovinazzi, isn't it? No matter what the rest of the field threw at him, he didn't put a foot wrong. Superb drive from him.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us.